Recio is a local boxer who has quite the following on social media. He is not wanted in connection to that cold case. In fact, it's unclear if prosecutors ever pursued charges against him. He is wanted on is a federal probation violation. Year-old Larry Recio, a convicted felon who turned popular on social media, is now wanted by the United States Marshals Service. Recio's case dating back to 2015. Federal court documents show he was arrested in Baltimore, Maryland, months after.
Man, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. Look, man, today I'm gonna give y'all the story of how when I was in the county jail and I took on the team, you hear me? The people that got the helmets on, hit you, do a push. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Man, see, hey, bro, I dreamed of this on the streets. I used to watch Locker Raw, and I told myself, damn, if I ever do time, I want to take the team. I was like, I want to take the team, dog, because I used to watch them. I'd be like, I know I could get them up off me, like, you know what I'm saying? I said, let's just, no, bro. Locker Raw really, man, just made my mind go crazy about prison. You know what I mean? The time came in county jail, man, and this is the story right here. When I took on the team, look, man, day ones, go ahead, hit that like button. I'm about to turn up. Y'all already know. So listen, man. All right, I'm doing 5 years out the feds, right? I'm doing 5 years out the feds, and they put a cold case murder on me. You feel me? Murder that I didn't even do. I'm already doing 63 months for a gun. Y'all gotta go through the content. I'm doing 63 months for a gun. They put a cold case on me. You feel me? While I'm already doing the gun. They wanted to keep me in prison. You understand what I'm saying? That's what made me change my life too. I said they put a baddie on me that I didn't do. They know I ain't do it. They was coming out Hazleton Penitentiary, messing with me. But that's content. That's never content I'm gonna do. So while I'm out the feds, I filled out the paperwork to come back to the county jail. My county jail. Prince George's County jail. You know what I'm saying? So I got shackled up. They came and got me like months later. I came back to the county. So mind you, I'm doing my federal time, and before I was doing my federal time, I was in the streets boxing. You feel me? I'm a well-known boxer from the area. You feel me? I was one of the hottest prospects in my area. You feel me? And then got caught up in a shootout at my neighborhood park. You feel me? Guy that shot me he passed away. He got killed. I went to the hospital, man, and my man went to jail, you feel me, straight up. Feel me, got shot 3 times, was put in a coma for 25 days, you feel me, woke up, thought it was the same day, check out the content. So here it is. I'm back in my county after years, a little 2.5 years I've been gone from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So I'm well known in my area, bro. They love me around my way, you feel me? So as soon as I hit processing, bro, I go in the joint bush, you feel me? Mind you, I've been all over the news, so you know what I'm saying, again, you feel me, so they know who I am when I get up in the joint, you know what I'm saying, and I got the best knockout in my county jail, clip the dude, boom, feel me, I just did some content on that, you feel me, my last video, so I'm well known in my county jail, you feel me, nothing to play with, so, but you know, there's new people here also, inmates and correctional officers, so I get into processing, boom, as soon as I get into processing, Sergeant Jackson, who worked the ERT, the emergency response team, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, the emergency response team is the people, if it's a fight, they gotta come to the fight. When they hit the button, boop, they run to the fights. Oh man, it's a fight. They all run there together to do cell extractions. These are the guys they call. They wait till the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? Come hit your cell. They got the shield, they got the helmets on, you know what I mean? Because some dudes be like, man, I ain't going to the hole, or, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be dangerous to get an inmate out of his cell, you know what I'm saying? They be scared of them out, you feel me? So this is the emergency response team. Man, Sergeant Jackson down this joint, he come holler at me, man, what's up, man? He like, dang, man, you look good, Recio, man. Because they all remember when I got shot up, you know what I'm saying? He even came to some of my fights, you feel me? So this is like one of the ERT dudes, emergency response team now, you feel me? He greeted me as soon as I got there, know me. So boom, I get put on the unit, I'm on the unit for like, I got there in October, November. So I was there for like 3 months when this happened. So I'm on the tier, I'm cool, I'm doing me, you feel me? Even was on the tier with a dude brother that I popped. You hear me? End up fighting him. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta check out that content. So I'm having my way right now. You feel me? So I get a fed, homie. You know, I'm a federal inmate right now. You feel me? I ain't even on no county jail stuff. I'm just here to fight the murder and go back to the feds. So another federal inmate came. He's from Coleman. And he came, whatever, so we got to talking. You know what I mean? I be on my fed stuff. Dude, everybody on the tip want to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? Because how I move and who I am, you know what I'm saying? No funny, you feel me? I'm on man time, you feel me? Good man, too. So he like, man, what's up? You out the feds? They said you out the feds. I'm like, yeah, I'm out the feds. I'm out. He like, where you at right now? I'm like, I'm out Canaan USP at this time. So we like, yo, yeah, what the ID is going for? So an ID of K2 is going for, dang, ID of K2 out there was like $500. It was different prices, you feel me? But they was busting for that. He like, yeah, he's like, I got some IDs. I'm like, what? Been in the county jail, I ain't smoked no K in 3 months, you feel me, since I've been out there. I said, you got some K, bro? He was like, yeah, I got some K. I got some gas too. I said, that shit some gas? He's like, yeah, bro. So he like, I'm gonna give you a test. He's like, somewhere we can smoke at. So I'm like, yeah, we had a vacant cell in the joint. It was a vacant cell in the joint. So we used to pop the joint, go in there, smoke real fast, because the county jail is different, bro. The county jail is different. This is not like the feds where you're living at. You live in the feds. It's a difference between the county jail and prison. You feel me? I'm in prison out the federals. This is the county jail where you still fight your case. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? So they just like they be strict around this joint. Ain't no smoking or none of that. They don't want no smoke in the air. You could get in trouble for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Out the feds, they ain't really tripping too much. They doing their time. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? But it is some hot police that be like, man, it smell like smoking here. But you tell them, man, I'm burning the incense or whatever. You go. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't something burning up in the county jail. What's that? Don't be smoking on my shift. Don't be smoking on my shift, man. La, la, la. They get to crying and stuff. So boom. So we go pop up into the vacant joint. As soon as he tell me, he gave me a piece of that joint. So I go up in that joint. He ain't even go with me the first time. He was scared, you feel me? So I go up in the joint by myself, you hear me? Go hit the light switch, pop, got a light. I hit it off the toilet roll. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, you got some gas. I said, yeah, he got some gas. I said, yeah. So I'm about to work out. That's how you know I got gas. Hey, look, that's how you know. That's how the federal people, when they come back from rec, they get their drugs from other buildings. Say they go out to the yard when they come back, because we know people go to the yard to get the drugs from the other buildings. It might not be no drugs in this joint, so I already know as soon as somebody come in, they gonna be like, hey, killer, where you at? They call me. I'm like, man, what's up? They be like, oh man, here go the new gas, man. Try that out. So I go to my cell, I hit it. If it's gas, I'm like, yeah. I go right out on the tip, work out. So people always know it. And they come over to me, they're like, yeah, some gas. I see you working out. There gotta be some gas. I'm like, yeah, some gas. Don't get out my face. You gotta put it over push-ups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if a person see me not working out, they come to me like, yeah, it's not good. I'm like, man, that's just some trash, man. I ought to smack you for getting me to smoke that. I just wasted my lunch, man. No bullshit. So every time I get gas, I go work out. So I leave about the vacant, boom, go to my cell, wash my hands, because my hands smell like smoke and all that. You get me? I wash my hands, I go put the towel out, go boom, do my push-ups, go do my crazy stuff. You know, everybody ain't in shape in the county jail, you feel me? I'm out there looking sweet. You feel me? Looking sweet, you hear me? So he come over there, he like, it's some gas, bro. I'm like, gas, bro. I'm like, gas, I need an ID of that to take back with me. You hear me? I'm gonna take an ID back to the county, back out the feds with me, you hear me? I need some of that. So he like, all right, come to my cell when you finish. So I'm like, all right, bet, worked out. So I go to a cell when they finish. Bro showed me a whole sheet. He had a whole paper full of that. I'm like, damn. I'm like, boy, you know how much in my head? I'm like, you know how much I can make off of that in the feds? That's life-changing money, federal. All of my IDs on that joint. I said, bro, I can run about 10,000 with that paper. I can run up like no less than $8,000 with that whole sheet of paper right there. I got to think of Jinky, maybe I should rob her. I said, maybe I should. I just get the paper from him. I said, all I want is the paper. I said, that's all I want. I had thoughts of that. I said, go in the cell, I'll fight him. I said, I go in the cell. I said, as long as I get my hands on it, they be mine. We get to fight, I'ma still have the drink. Feel me? Might have to boof it, you hear me? Put it in it, put it in something, put it up in boot. You hear me? Yeah, it's my paper now. We can't get it from my record. You hear me? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we gonna fight for it. You still ain't getting it. You hear me? I'ma go to the hood, you gonna go to the hood. And I the paper, I'm like, yeah, boom. Yeah, gas. You hear me? So I didn't do it though. I said, here, homie. You know, that was Lurie and Cap talking. So I tell you, I was always Cap on my shoulder, like, rob him. Lurie like, nah, here, homie. I'm like, yeah, then I'm fighting a baddie. I can't get in too much to it in this drink. You feel me? But Cap always telling me to do the wrong thing. This nigga be tripping. Lurie, I had to listen to Lurie. I had to listen to Lurie that time. Then I ain't want to rob my homie, you feel me? And then, see, this is why I don't do certain stuff like that. You do stuff like that, you got to beef on the streets. Think you gonna come home and see Slim and just be like, oh yeah, what's up, bro? What's up? You beat me up and took my K2. Oh yeah, I did. We was in prison. No, that nigga might whip out, boom. You hear me? Nah, so I ain't starting beefs in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. So I let it go. So that night we had late night. We won late night for the unit. This is when you could stay out all the way to like 3 o'clock, I think. We stay out at 3 o'clock. Usually they put you in 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? So we had late night that night. So he come to me like, bro, you trying to smoke some gas? He said, what's up with the CO? I'm like, man, the CO cool, we can smoke. You feel me? So one of the COs we didn't even know. It was one cool one and one we didn't even know. But I'm like, man, we could get around him, you feel me? So we like, all right, bet. So we come out our cell for the late night, you know what I'm saying? Probably, we out like 11:30 or something like that, 12 o'clock. So we out, so he like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, we go up in the joint. Boom, we go up in the vacant, boom, go up in the joint, douche. So we in that joint. I ain't even get to make the light yet. They was like, the homies put us on point. They like, round. So like, he about to do a round. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he got hip to us, bro. He came to the door, bro. It was like looking in the joint. We hiding on the side, so he looking in the joint. So we hiding over here on the side, so he can't see us or whatever. So he came in the joint, like, what y'all doing here? I'm like, nah, man, we in this joint talking. He like talking. He like, nah, man, each one of y'all go to y'all cell, man. It's a vacant cell. Y'all can't be in here. Hot police, man. It's hot. I'm like, bruh. So all in my head, I'm like, dang, we might be about to go to the hole. You feel me? For being in the vacant. I said, but at the same time, we ain't do nothing. So we ain't going to the hole. I said, man, we probably get a ticket for being in the vacant cell. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing. So I see him over there talking. I say, I got cell 202, so I can see the whole block. So I see him over there talking to Slim or whatever, blah. So I'm like, oh, all right, ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just tell Slim we was talking or whatever, you feel me? So Slim come around here, you know what I'm saying? To me, he like, man, what y'all was doing in there? So I'm like, man, nah, we was talking, Slim. There was a lot going on out on the block, you know what I mean? We wanted to be somewhere where I could holler at him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, so y'all wasn't gonna smoke a cigarette? I'm like, hell nah, I ain't got no tobacco. I'm like, nah, bro, no. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, well, all right, close the door, bush. So I said, what made him say that? So I got on the mic. It's a mic in every cell, you feel me? You can press the button and talk to the police, but it's also connected to every cell. So we take the roll inside of the toilet paper and put it to the mic. I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, bro, come to the mic, bro. Come to the mic. So he like, yeah, what's up, Cap? I'm like, bro, what you say to him? What he talking about? He said, nah, I just told him that we was about to smoke a cigarette. That was it. I said, what? Bro? I said, bro, we going to the hole, bro. He was like, for real? I said, bro, this is not the feds. He thinking it's the feds, where you could just be in your cell smoking and all this and that. I said, bro, this is not the feds, bro. I said, yeah, get ready, bro. The ERT coming to get us tonight, bro. We going to the hole, bro. That's for sure. I said, bro, this ain't the feds, bro. I said, the first thing they thinking is how you got that tobacco. They gonna want to search you and stuff, bro. I said, man, you better tighten up over that joint. Tighten up, because we going to the hole. Got off the mic with him. I'm gone now. Here it is, I gotta go to the hole for him saying this. I said, man, I should've took that shit. Yeah, man. Wild lover. You gonna tell the police we about to smoke a cigarette? What made you do that, Brody? I'm just mad now. So I'm like, I'm mad. I'm like, now I gotta go to the hole. No phone, no nothing. You hear me? The hole is crazy and dirty. The whole PG County hole is the worst hole in America. You gotta walk around chained up and all that because they always fighting. They be down there trash and stuff. You know what I mean? So now they handcuff the inmates. The shower is cold. Antarctica cold. You know how showers down this joint. You feel me? It's crazy. I'm going through this because he wanted to run your mouth, tell the police you smoking a cigarette. That was crazy, right? Am I tripping? What was you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I'm mad now. So now everybody like, dang, Cap, y'all about to go to the hole. Man, now y'all might not go to the hole. I'm like, we're going to the hole, bro, and I'm taking on the ERT team. They like, what? So I'm sitting on my joint. I said, man, I'm fighting the ERT team. I ain't laying down for them because ERT. All right, so ERT, when they hit your door, they tell you to lay on the ground, lay down on the ground. I'm like, I ain't laying down for nobody. I said, hey, this was my mindset at the time. You ain't gonna tell me to lay down. I ain't laying down. You feel me? Y'all gonna let me walk out this cell. I'm walking out the cell. You know what I'm saying? I'm already mad. Nah, man. Yeah, what I look like laying down for y'all ERT be some Bamas. Special, man, the emergency response team, they be whipping dudes. They be beating dudes. I'm telling you, boom, bop, poop, pop, poop. Put your leg all up and all that. Yeah, handcuff a leg like this and all. Man, I ain't going for that. I'm a wartime. I'm a warrior time. Straight up, this is a real story. I ain't play anybody can vouch for this. They was in Upper Marlboro with me, 2018. You feel me? The niggas, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. So like I said, I've been waiting for this moment all my life anyway, watching Lockup Raw. I'm trying to take on the team and see how tough I am. I'm legendary on this shit. For real. I do shit the niggas don't do. That's why they love me. So here you go. I got a celly at the time too, a Mexican dude. He come in the joint, he going in and getting the bunk. So now they come around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when everybody sleep, thinking everybody sleep. So I'm sitting right there by the door, watching the door. I got 2 cups of water, sitting right here with the baby oil squirted in them. I already got my stuff packed and all that. You feel me? Baby oil in 2 cups. You feel me? So I tell him like, yeah, I'm about to take the team. You feel me? So I'm waiting. So it come about 3 o'clock. It come about 3 o'clock, Brody. So I hear somebody say, eh. So I heard the door shut. I'm like, oh, that's them. It's 3 o'clock. That's them. I take my shirt tied across my face. You hit me. It's because they gonna mace me. I know they gonna mace me. They gonna hit me with the mace. Tie my shirt across my face. And I heard, anybody out? That mean that's them. They gonna come to my cell first. I'm like, oh shit. All right, it's go time. I was sitting on I was sitting on like, it's a band crate. It's like a little crate. I took it and slid it on the joint, so now I got the whole cell. I'm standing up with the shirt across my face. My nightlight don't work, so they can't even see in my cell. So I'm like, oh yeah, here go my adrenaline rushing. Damn, I get the feeling right now that I'm about to do it. You hear me? So I'm like, yeah. So I'm waiting. I hear him coming up the steps. I'm like, oh, all right, bro, here we go. I'm like, here we go. Cap going crazy. He like, yeah, let's go. Larry like, you tripping. Larry talking Cap. So Cap like, yeah, let's go. Come on, motherfuckers. Cap screaming, let's go, motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I'm with Cap on this one. I ain't with Larry on this one. Larry, we listened to you earlier, not the wrong to do. Cap, we about to take on this team. So I swear to God. We about to take these dudes. So they hit the cell. Boosh, Larry Recio, up and on your feet. Get on the ground. I said, I'm up already. What's up? I said, I ain't lying on the ground. It was like, front dude with the shield was scared. They ain't never had this happen to them before. They so used to dudes laying on the ground, turning on the lights and all that. I'm telling him I ain't lying on the ground. He don't know what to do now. He don't know what to say. He like, so the one in the back, big tall one, y'all know who I'm talking about if y'all home team, the big tall one with the bald head, you feel me, brown skin. He like, comply to order. So now they're like, give me a light. They're like, put a light in there. Night light that word. So they put the light on me. So they see me. They say, he's standing up with a shirt on his face. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't lying down, bro. I ain't lying down. So then, I guess the water start, no, not yet. Hold up. So they telling me like, get on, comply to orders. I'm like, listen, bro, I ain't laying on no ground, bro. I said I cuff up through the slot and I leave out. That's the only way I'm leaving out this cell. So they're like, They unlocked the door and came to join. They said, "Oh, the floor is wet." That's not what I was at. Whatever. I saw a guy that all locker raw. He put all the baby oil and stuff on the floor. I said, "Yes, it's a little locker raw." So now they scared. I'm looking at him. So they're like, "The floor is wet." They're like, "He got the floor wet." So I'm like, yeah, because as soon as they came here, they was going to start sliding. I was going to rush, boom, try to get up out the cell, see if I could get out the cell. That was my goal. But rush them and see if I get up out the cell. Boom, you hear me? I knew they was going to get me out on the test, 5 of them, you feel me? They got all this gear on, but I just wanted to make it to outside the cell, you know what I'm saying? I heard right, like, yeah, Cap, like, yeah. That's what I saw lock and roll. So look, so they closed the door back, boom, the floor is wet. So they like, man, comply to orders, turn on the light right now, man, mate. I'm like, bruh. That's why I say, I just like last chance, bruh, I'm not laying on no ground. I'm cuffing up through the slot. So then they said, we're gonna OC pepper spray you. I was like, all right. My celly in there. My celly's up now. He's a Mexican. He's like, oh, no, bruh. So he got out of his cuff. He was like, no, bruh, please. So I'm like, are you scared of shit? So I just look at the shirt on. Look, I'm like, you scared of shit? And he like, come on, bro, they're gonna spray us. So I look at the door. So I'm looking at the door. They all like, talking and shit. Then this and that. So you know what I do? I walk over to the cell door. So the cell door got a slide in it. I walk over to the cell door and just put my hands inside. I say, my hands right here, bro. My hands right here. Go ahead, cuff me up. So he's like, oh, his hands right here. They cuff me up. Put the cuffs on me. Gush. So then they open the cell door. I'm cuffed up. They throw me on the wall. Boom. So I'm like, inmate, we tell you to reply to us. I'm like, bro, I ain't laying down for nobody. I said, I done went to war with choppers in the streets. What I look like laying down for ERT? He was like, they just look, he got my hand all bunched up. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking all the pain. I love pain. I'm crazy. I love it. Look, cause now you can't do nothing to hurt me, and that's why I want to show them. Y'all can't do nothing to hurt me. So they take me downstairs and put me on the wall. So the dude got me like, bruh. He talking to me, but he still got my hand like that. He like, listen, man, we just tell you to lay down for our safety and your safety. I said, bro, like I just said, bro, I've been shot 8 times, bro. I done realized I've been in war with killers. I said, what I look like lying down for y'all? I ain't no man. I cuffed up through the slot. That's how I was doing it. So he was like, they was just like, damn, this dude crazy. So they go to the old dude's cell. Now they gotta go over there and get him, hit the cell, boom, lay on the ground. So then they go over there and get him. The whole team start saying, free Cap. Hey, yo, Cap, hey, free Cap. I man took on the team. I'm like, yeah. That was one of my highlight moments ever in jail. Yeah. And dudes who was locked up with me, they gonna vouch for it. I ain't lay down for ERT. They took me to the whole strip search me, boom. You know what I'm saying? Strip search me. Sent me to the hole. All right, now I'm in the hole. I'm like, cool. You feel me? I ain't lay down for y'all. I ended up staying down there for only 4 or 5 days. So when I down there, the head ERT dude, supervisor from Moore, Officer Moore. Yeah, I know Officer Moore. He from Baltimore too. Don't play no games, serious dude. So I'm looking out my window. So my cell, he coming up the steps. So I'm like, that's Officer Moore right there. So I'm like, hey Moore, what's up, Slim? He like, hey, what's up with you? So he thinking I'm just a regular inmate. Told you I've been gone for years. I knew more back in the day. You feel me? So I'm like, yeah, Slim. I said, man, it's Recio. He said, Recio? He already had the inmate out, patting him down. He probably had to take him on the move. He said, hey, man, get your ass back in there. Pushed the nigga back in the cell. Close door. He said, man, it's Recio, man. Came over to my cell. We on 24-hour lockdown. He unlocked my cell, opened the door. He said, dang, man. He got me up. He was happy to see me. I'm like, what's up, Moore? He like, boy, what's up, boy? He said, man. He said, yo, my nigga, you crazy. Like, crazy. He said, yo, they played. He said, I came in the other night. He said, and they played the recording. He said, because they was talking about, man, some dude took on the team last night. He said, man, let me see that. They be having a little recording on it. He said, he looked on the team. He said, he looked on the camera. He said, man, dude, boo, pop. He said, man, you ain't lay down for him enough. He said, man, you ain't comply to orders. He said, man, I see it, your crazy ass, man. He said, yeah, still ain't lay down for him more. I said, you know, if I'd have laid down, they'd have thought I was soft, man. I said, man, I was mad about that. He said, all right, man, I appreciate it. Man, dang, man. This one more told me, he said, listen, though, next time, Recio, he said, man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. He said, next time them dudes come, man, in your cell, hit your cell, man. He said, for me. He said, please lay down, man. He said, please, man. Because if they do something to you, they gonna have to do something to me. I was like, dang. Mort told me that, bro. The ERT dude. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, if they do something to you, they gonna have to do something to me, man. I can't see them doing something to you, man, because them dudes, like I said, they be beating people up and they be just like on some wild aggressive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the female CEOs. You do something to the female CEO, everybody trying to hit her. So they say, what do you do to you? And then fake goo, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Mort told me that. He said, man, next time, man, just lay down for him, bro. So I'm like, all right, man. I said, I got you, more. And you know what I mean? I ain't never end up going nowhere. I ended up going to the block where I went and they put me on the same block that the guy that I popped. They put me in the same block with him. I just put his brother over on that joint. Now I'm on the block with him. Y'all gotta check out that story though. You feel me? It's listen, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is the story of me taking on the team, Slim. I scratched that off my bucket list of what to do in life. Like, comment, subscribe, Slim.